So in the previous class, we have discussed about the hyperlinks and how to use these hyperlinks, and we have discussed like we can give a link of a new particular what you can say a new document. It can be a new document that can be a target link, or it can be within the document as well. So apart from this, there can be another possibility, like if I use this for example, say that same India Today website. Okay, and if I search that, so to go to top and bottom, you can see a image. Okay, so this we have seen. So if I click on this image, I'm going to the top of that particular web page. So similarly, if you want to do that in our web page, what you can do, that means this hyperlinks can be included inside this images. I mean, images can be used as a hyperlinks. So for example, if I take this earlier example that we have discussed, so I will just open this, I will just run this application. So this is what we had by default. So if I click on this, it will go to the next page, but if I click on this, it will come to the bottom. So click here to go to top. This we have done. So now if I want to include a image into that, what we can do? So I will go to this. Okay, and here inside this we have this href equal to top. Click here to go to top. So instead of giving this, what we can do is we can add this image. Okay, I have taken one image, and this will be included inside the anchor tag. Usually we write some text. So instead of writing the text, what we will do is we will put a image as a link, and then this anchor tag will be closed. So here I have put the image tag inside my anchor tag. So here it is top, and I'm putting the image as top.png. So this image will be loaded instead of this. So now if I just run this now, if I click here, I will go down. Now so you can see there, the moment you include a link, always you get this hand symbol. Okay, whether it is a normal text or an image, here also you can observe that uh, cursor screen from this arrow mark, it will change it to a hand symbol. So the same thing is happening here. So if I click on this image, I will go to the top of my web page. This is how you can include the images inside the link. I hope this is clear to everyone. So what we have just made is, instead of putting this text, like click here and go to top, I wanted to have an image. So if you want to have such images as a links, that can be used. So you have to open your anchor tag first and write the information. I mean, this here we are specifying that within, it should be within the document. It can be in the other document as well. So and then we have to add this anchor tag, uh, and we have to close this anchor tag. And then before we close this anchor tag, wherever we, I mean, in the previous case we have written the text here, click here to go to top, click here to go to next page, and so on. So instead of that, we have to add this image tag, and you have to include this image again. When we talk about the image, it can be within the same document, I mean, within the same directory, or it can be in the other directories. So according to that, you have to give the proper path, and then you can provide the size, that is width and height, for that particular image. And the moment you click on this image, you will go to the respective location that is mentioned. So what we have made is, we have made this, and if you click on this HTML, if you click here, it will go to the next document. If you click here, it will go to down, and here we have put a image instead of a text. So this is how, in another way, we can use the hyperlinks. Now, one more thing that we need to remember, like in this particular case, okay, to include this link, or if you want to go, or if you want to move our cursor within the document, we use this hash, okay, and we use the ID for that particular tag. That is, it can be a header or it can be a uh, anything of that kind. So here what we have made in this case, I have used href hash bottom click here. So the moment I click on this, it will come down to bottom within the same page. But if I want to go to a particular page from this, what I will use? I will use this. So the moment if I click on this, I will go to the next page. So let me rerun this again. So if I click on this, it will go to this particular page, that is link.html. But in this link.html, I have added some other paragraphs or some other information. So if I want to go to a particular location, so what we have to do, we have to use some changes. Like here in this case, I have given some information for the students. Okay, so this is link.html. This is not the hyper.html. So if I click on this, it will come to this. But the moment I click on this, click here link, instead of going to this, I want my link should go to the bottom of that particular web page. So I have written some information here. So to do this, what we have to do? Can somebody tell me what can be the possibility? So this is my link.html. Here I have added a paragraph. Okay. And for this paragraph, I have given a ID as notice. And now this I will use in my hyper.html. So usually we put just link.html. So if you want to go to a different page, and within that page, if you want to go to a respective location, like it can be a paragraph or h1 and so on. So what you have to do, like in this case, we specified as hash bottom because it is within that page. And now here I will mention link.html and I will say hash notice, because the moment I click on this particular link, click here, I want to go to link.html page. I want my cursor should come exactly at this particular location. So what is the ID I have mentioned? Notice. And where this notice ID is there? In the link.html. But I want to access this from a different page. So I will say link.html hash notice. Now let's run this. So we'll run this here. So I will just refresh this. So the moment if I click here, what will happen? It will directly come to the bottom. Is this clear to everyone? So two more extra things we have discussed with related to the hyperlinks. Are we following it?
Yes, sir.
If anybody has any doubts, you can ask me if you have any doubts. Or suppose say that if want to have another paragraph here, and if I want to access that, what you can do? Suppose say that here I will put another paragraph. I want to put another paragraph here. Okay. And this paragraph I want to access from hyper.html. What I have to do? Can somebody tell me? Siddharth, can you tell me what we can do? Or anyone here I have to include another paragraph. I want to include another paragraph. Say I will enter another paragraph here. So I will say from today web class will be conducted using Microsoft Teams. Okay, so the moment I click on this particular link, that is click here, what I have to do? I want the moment I click on this click here, I want my uh, cursor or my browser should come to my web page should come to this particular paragraph. What I have to do?
Sir, we will make an ID.
Where I have to give?
Sir, in the there,
Paragraph
sir.
tag.
You are right.
Okay. So we'll say ID equal to what?
Web
Okay, fine.
hashtag.
Okay. Here how to give hash?
No, sir. In that,
Okay. So where I have to give?
sir, link.html there. Hash web. Sir, in that, and that in paragraph tag it not come, sir. It will come above the paragraph tag. That ID. I think so.
This one. So here I have mentioned it as for the H3. So it is coming for H3. If you want for paragraph also, you can give the ID for the paragraph as well. It is not mandatory to have this headings. So for like I want to display the notice, so I have given it as a heading. You can directly give for the paragraph as well. That will also work. No issues with that. So I will just show you this link.html. What is there in this link.html? So in this link.html by default only this is there, but the moment we take the cursor down, we can see that there are two paragraphs, this and this. So my objective is if I open this instead of link.html, hyper.html. Okay. So the moment I click here, it should go to the second paragraph of that link.html. So this is it. So it is coming directly to the down. I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay. So now we'll be discussing about the next important thing, that is about the lists. Like we know that usually when we are researching anything on the Google, or suppose say that Amazon or Flipkart and so on, you will see list of items or list of elements. Always you want to have or we want to maintain the items in a proper way. So basically the advanced things about the links is always you want to give links in terms of say the first link is for the this subject, second link is for the second subject and so on. So like this, or even for the items, like for vegetables, click on this link, for fruits, click on this link. So like that, when you want to maintain different links. Okay, and these links you want to make it in a proper way, or you want to arrange the items in a proper way. It can be link or it can be any items. So in such situation, we use the concept of lists. Okay, already in Word also we have studied to have the list or to maintain the data in a proper list. So to for that reason, the web provides or the HTML provides the different types of lists, like ordered list, unordered list, definition list, and so on. So we'll be studying these different types of lists and how to use that. So the first one that we are going to study is unordered list. So this unordered list will be done, or it will be defined by the tag called as UL tag, which is a block tag and creates an unordered list. Each item in a list is specified with an LI tag, and LI is an acronym for list item. So basically we will be using this UL tag, that means unordered list, and to specify the item in that, we use this li tag. So this means the list item, that is the acronym for the li. So let's take a simple example. I have created this title unordered list. So body. So this is how you need to specify this unordered list. So UL is the tag, opening tag, and within that you want to specify the elements. So we'll say HTML, Java, JavaScript, SQL, and so on. So this is the list, and this is the elements in that particular list. So this is how we need to use this UL, that is unordered list. I will just run this program and get the output. So you can see that this is what is my output. This is what I'm getting. Okay. And when you see that, when you use the unordered list, see all the list elements will start with, I mean, they will not have any numbers. That is why we call it as the unordered list. There is no unique number that will be given to the list elements or list items. Okay, the whatever the values we mentioned in the li, they will appear with the bullets. Okay, so there will be no uh, sequence number for these elements in the unordered list. So this is all we have with related to the unordered list. So basically, in case of this, the order is not important. In case of the unordered list, we don't give the importance for the order of these list elements. But when we discuss about the next level, that is the ordered list, the list elements will have proper values, or the starting they will have a number, and with that the elements can be listed. So this is a simple example. So if you want to create another list, what we can do, or I will say that, suppose say that I will put a heading here h1, and I will say web programming languages, and I will close this h1. And if I want to create another list, unordered list, how I can create, I will open this. And always remember, whenever you are studying these lists or tables, always try to follow the indentation. See here, we are completing this head and it is closing exactly here. Then we are starting with the body and it is terminating here. We are having h1 and it is terminating here. It is an inline tag, but see here ul and followed by its closing pair, and after ur I have put a space here. Don't use like this, it will confuse you when you have nested list. Okay, so this will be very difficult for you to make the differences or to understand. So better use the indentation. Now I will add another list ul, that is unordered list, and I want to add 3 elements. So I will say li, and this will be the element. So I will say uh, JSON. I will close this li, a li PHP, I will say JSP. So this is how we can create this, and then we should have the terminating UL tag, unordered list. And if I refresh this, you can see the output. Everyone getting this? So this is all that we have with related to the unordered list. or the UL that we call. Now let us go ahead with the next one, that is with related to the, so any tags can appear in a list item including the nested list. When displayed, each list item is implicitly preceded by a bullet. So we can have the nesting of list as well. So that also we will study, but we will go one by one. We will finish with the ordered list. Then we'll study about the uh, nesting of list, how we can do that. So let me go to this. So ordered lists are lists in which the order of items is very much important. This orderedness of a list is shown in the display of the list by the implicit attachment of a sequential value to the beginning of each item. So in case of unordered list, there will be no number. It is like just a dotted bullet will be applied to all the elements of an unordered list. But in case of uh, ordered list, we can have the, in case of the ordered list, every list item will have a unique number. It will start with 1, 2, 3 and so on. The default sequential values are Arabic numerals beginning with 1. An ordered list is created within the block tag OL. Similarly, we have the UL. Instead of that, we'll be having OL. The items are specified and displayed just as are those in unordered lists, except that the items in an ordered list are preceded by a sequential value instead of bullets. So instead of bullets, we can have the sequential values here. So we'll just modify the same program, or we can have the uh, same thing. I will copy. Instead of this, I will put or say, for example, we'll have H2. I will say uh, fruits, list of fruits. So here instead of that, I will use OL. That is the ordered list. Then I have to put the items. Put the items like this. We'll just say apple, mango, and then I have to close this. So here I will just open this. See that you can see that all the list elements are appearing with the unique number starting with 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will start with the difference between UL and uh, unordered list and ordered list is what? In case of unordered list, the orderedness is not so important, but whereas in case of the ordered list, the orderness is very much important. In case of unordered list, the list items will appear with the bullets, but whereas in case of uh, ordered list, the list items will appear with unique numbers starting with Arabic numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Are we getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next thing that we will be discussing is about the nesting of list. Okay, so like we have used the like if program, if and else and so on. So if statements can be nested. Okay, so we can have multiple for loops and so on. Similar to this, we can have the nesting of these lists like unordered list, ordered list, and so on. But we have to remember that a list cannot be directly nested. That is, if I take for example say OL tag, okay, it cannot be immediately followed by a OL tag. Like for example, if I have like this, okay, if I open a OL tag, okay, and within this directly I cannot have another OL tag. This is not allowed. So that means what? I can have a OL tag. Inside that I can have a UL tag and I can have list elements and so on. But this is not allowed. Or for example, if I use a UL tag and if I use a OL tag, this is fine. But if I use UL tag and then if I use again UL tag and then if I want to close both the tags, then it is not allowed. So nesting is available, but similar kind of list cannot be nested. That is what we need to understand. So for this, I have written a simple program. Okay. So let's see this. Like I have taken the information science from engineering college and I have listed all the subject names. So what we have mentioned here is we have created a ordered list. Okay, I will just show you the output so that you'll get to know about this. So you can see that this is my output. So can you tell me what all we have used or what should be the program? We will go in a reverse way. So we have the output. We will just try to uh, understand what all we have mentioned. So if you see there, uh, this is starting with 1. That means what? It is an ordered list or unordered list here, the first case.
Ordered list.
It is a
Okay,
ordered
so
one, sir.
so we have used what? OL first. Okay. Within that, what we have put? Again, there is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what I have mentioned here, ordered list and LI as information science. Okay, so that is the first element. But after putting that LI, again I have put what? Again there are 1, 2, 3 and so on. That means what? I have a outer OL tag. Okay, in that we have two main lists. So one is information science, another one is computer science. So again in this LI tag, I mean in this list item, we have got ordered list again. So that is why what I have mentioned, this is LI information science. Inside that I want to create another ordered list. So I'll put OL and I want to put the subject name as OOMD. Okay. So I put OOMD and then Java and J2EE. So this is what I have done. So within this Java and J2EE, I want to create or I have created an unordered list because all these are appearing in the bullets. That is, we are explaining the concepts of Java and other things. So what we have made is inside this, I have created a UL, that is unordered list. And within this UL tag, you can see there we have another list of elements, classes and method exceptions, applets, servlets, and so on. So similar to this, what you can do, you can create list of food items, or you can say first one you can consider it as vegetables. Then inside that you can put the list elements. Okay, like you can see, you can segregate that dry vegetables and or fresh vegetables and so on. So similar to that, you can create the uh, ordered list. In that you can specify the other things. So like that you can specify it, or you can take the example of our bullets and numbering that we discussed in our uh, first semester. Word document assignment. Similar to that, you can take the college names, our college or KLS society. Inside that, you can mention the Gokte College of Commerce, and inside that you can specify in a unordered list. You can specify BCA, BBA, MCom, and so on. Like that, you can specify it. So we have created two lists here, OMD and Java and DHWE. Inside that, we want to create an unordered list. So after this, what I have put, I have created another unordered list. So in that, again, we have created the list elements. Are you all getting it? So this is what we call it as the nesting of list, or nesting of lists, we can say ordered list and unordered lists. And here I will finish with the elements of this Java and J2EE. Then this is again the outer li tag, or to be more specific, I will specify like this, so it will be more clear to you. So that the same thing, whatever you have developed, will appear in the same way in your browser. So you can make the difference. You can understand it in more proper way. So this is my first list. Inside that, I want to create another ordered list. So I created this OL. In that, I have three main subjects, and in some second subject, I want to create an unordered list. So I have used UL and so on and so forth. Again, if you see in this case, in computer networks, I have another two unordered list elements. So I will create another UL, and in that I will put these values. If you have proper indentation, it will be easy for you to understand. And then I will finish with DBMS and operation research. So this is my first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, 5 elements that I have in my information science. After this, I will close this OL. So this is a closing pair for this OL tag. That means it is this one. So I'm finishing with this information science. From here to here, I have finished. So now I want to create. So this is my first li of the outer OL tag. Okay. And here I'm completing this particular tag. So I can have another li and I can have computer science. In that, I have another OL tag, compiler, design, computer graphics, artificial intelligence, and so on. And this is my outer OL tag. So if you check this, this is my outer OL tag. So whenever you are coding it, you just need to place your cursor here. So it will show where your particular closing tag is appearing. So if I click on this, it will say it is closing here. If I click the cursor here, it will display that it is closing at the down. And if I click, if I put my cursor at this particular location, you can see that its opening pair is present here. So always use proper indentation whenever you are using the ordered list and unordered list, or any type of list elements. It is always better to use this uh, concept of indentation. Are you all getting it?
Yes, sir.
Others, anybody has any doubts? So I want you to design some small programs of this kind, and today I will send all the programs. So you have my next class on Saturday. So till that, you try to execute all the programs that we have discussed so far. And I will give some small assignments. You can create your own such small programs and you can practice it. Okay, any doubts? Others?
No, sir.
I'm just waiting for your doubts because already it is 10:52. So if you have any doubts, you can let me know.